Today's topic is redistribution of charge and loss of energy. When two capacitors are connected, then how the charge redistribute on it and what is the loss of energy, this we are going to study today. Redistribution of charge or the common potential. When two capacitors initially charged to different potentials, that is V1, V2, and the two capacitors C1 and C2, they are connected to each other. Then charge starts flowing from the capacitor which is at higher potential to the capacitor which is at lower potential. Their potential becomes equal. So, in other words, till they attain the common potential. The process is similar to the one in which heat keeps flowing from a body at higher temperature to the body at lower temperature. When they are placed in contact, the transfer of heat stops only when they attain the same common temperature. So suppose the two capacitors of capacitance C1 and C2, they are charged to potential V1 and V2, and due to which they have a charge Q1 and Q2. Then Q1 is equal to C1 V1 and Q2 is equal to C2 V2. Let V2 is greater than V1. So when V2 is greater than V1, then charge will start flowing from C2 capacitor C2 to capacitor C1 till they attain the common potential V. So now common potential, as we know that potential is charge upon capacitance, so common potential will be the total charge upon total capacitance. Q1 plus Q2 upon C1 plus C2, and again Q1 is equal to C1 V1 and Q2 is C2 V2. So here we will put the values and we get the common potential equal to V is equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. So we have to remember only this formula, that is total charge upon total capacitance is equal to the common potential. Now loss of energy in redistribution of charges. When two charge capacitors or conductors are connected across each other, the charge flows from the capacitor at higher potential to the capacitor at lower potential till they attain the common potential. In this process, some work is done by the system at the cost of its energy. So there will be a loss of energy which appears in the form of heat energy in the connecting wires. So now we will calculate the amount of loss of energy. So the total energy in the system before connecting, that is U1 half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. So total energy after they attain the common potential, that will be again by the same formula. U2 is equal to half C1 plus C2 V square. V we have calculated in the previous slide. So putting that value of V, we reduce it and we get the final energy C1 V1 plus C2 V2 whole square upon 2 C1 plus C2. Loss of energy, the difference between the initial and the final energy. So let us calculate initial energy, that is half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square, and the final energy which is calculated in the previous slide is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 whole square upon 2 C1 plus C2. Now by using the previous knowledge of the mathematics, if we simplify this expression, then this expression reduces to this C1 C2 V2 minus V1 whole square upon 2 C1 plus C2. So this expression is the loss in energy. Now why it is loss? Now here we are calculating the initial minus final, and look at this expression. Here C1, C2 and denominator C1 plus C2 all are the positive terms. Only the negative term is V2 minus V1. But since this occurs in the term of squares, so definitely this term will also be positive. So as a result, the whole expression will be positive. So we can say that U1 minus U2 is positive. Therefore, energy is always lost in the distribution of charges. So we can say that energy is always lost. And in what form it is lost? In the form of heat. Now let us discuss on the basis of these two numericals. Now first numerical, the total capacitance 600 microfarad picofarad capacitor is charged by 200 volt supply. It is then disconnected from the supply and connected to another uncharged 600 picofarad capacitor. How much electrostatic energy is lost in this process? So in the form of diagram, that is first capacitor C1 600 picofarad, V1 200 volt, C2 600 picofarad and V2 is 0. So from if you draw a diagram, then it makes us very easy to understand. So from here we can calculate the charge Q1 and Q2. Q1 is equal to with the formula C1 V1 and Q2 C2 V2. Since V2 is 0, so no charge is on the second capacitor and the first charge has the capacitor C1 into V1. Now again using the common potential formula, that is the total charge upon the total capacitance. Q1 plus Q2 we have calculated here, and C1 and C2 both values are given here. So by putting all these values in this expression, if we reduce, then we get that total potential or the potential after the connection or the common potential is 100 volt. So this 100 volt is the common potential attained after the connection. Now initial energy we can calculate by using again the same formula, half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. If we put the values of C1 V1 C2 V2, we get the value, and the result is equal to 12 into 10 raised to power minus 6 joule. Now the final energy, that is half C1 plus C2 V square. C1 we know, C2 we know, and common potential we have calculated. So by putting all these values in this expression, if we simplify, we get the result, that is equal to 6 into 10 raised to power minus 6 joule. Initially the energy was 12 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Now it is 6 into 10 raised to power minus 6. So if we differentiate in, then initial minus final, that will give you 12 minus 6, that is equal to 6 into 10 raised to power minus 6 joule. So in this way we can calculate the result easily. Now let us discuss this another problem. A 80 microfarad is charged by 50 volt battery and then connected across another uncharged 320 microfarad. The difference in between these two problems is that in the initial problem, both the capacitor C1 and C2, they are having the same capacitance. Here the capacitance is different. So but diagram is same. So draw the diagram first. C1 is 80 microfarad, V1 is 50 volt, C2 is 320 microfarad, V2 is 0. So we can get the common potential by using this formula. Total charge upon total capacitance, C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. So putting all the values given here, we can calculate the common potential. This is equal to 10 volt. So be careful, when both the capacitance are of the same capacity or the same capacitance, then always the potential is become half after the reconnection. But here their C1 and C2, their values are different, so the common potential is totally different. Initially it was 50 volt and now common potential is 10 volt. So the charge on C2 with the formula Q is equal to CV, Q is equal to CV. So using this formula, C2V, because we want to find the charge on C2, so C2V, C2 put the value of C2 and the volt, and we get the answer, which is equal to 3.2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 coulomb. Now These three problems are for your homework. If you follow the same principle, you can solve it very easily. Thank you.